Yo, it's your boy Ado. We're going to be doing a player review for Paul Pogba. So we completed him. This is how he fits in my team. He's a direct replacement for Dombele. Got him on 10k in this position. And yeah, we do stream every day on Twitch. If you want to check us out, the link is in the description below. And also, if you want to help support my channel, if this video does help you, you can do so by liking and subscribing. Right, so yeah, we'll look at his stats, work rates, traits, that sort of thing, comparing to his previous FUT birthday version. And essentially, is he worth it? Because sometimes, as you know, the stats, they don't marry up with how a player performs in game. So first thing I want to do is take your attention to this screen, and we're going to compare him with the FUT birthday Paul Pogba. Obviously, he's around 300k if you haven't got fodder to do him sort of outright buying fodder. Obviously, it's expensive because a lot of the players have gone up for the 84 rated squad specifically. But yeah, pretty good value, to be honest with you. And the main buff has been the acceleration. 5 acceleration is really good. We'll be talking about what chemistry styles to use as well. As you've seen, I've got a shadow on my one, but we will talk about that a little bit more. So yeah, the main buff has been the acceleration. The sprint speed, not really going to matter much, because even if he was rocking like a shadow on this one, then he would have got 97. Unless you had an engine, then that would be very good. But yeah, the main buff has been that. The finishing also had a pretty good buff, but I feel like that's still pretty decent for a box-to-box. They don't get forward that often. I'm using them as in a 4-2-3-1. I'll show you my tactics after this as well. And yeah, all the passing stats and everything were all pretty good, so I don't see that as a major benefit. But the cheeky thing they've done here is they've only given him 2 agility and 2 balance. And this is the stat he was really lacking. The +3 dribbling is really good as well, but they buffed the dribbling more, even though that's pretty much... 94 is not that much different to 97. I don't think you'd notice it. These were the main 2 things sort of bringing it down. Like how mobile a player is depends on body type, maybe height, agility, balance and dribbling. So obviously the combination of those 3 is still not much different from these. Yeah, that's kind of where they've killed the card a bit. And as for sort of defensively, they have given it a big buff, to be fair, because this required an engine, this card, it weren't mobile enough. And yeah, they've given it 7 more defensive awareness, quite a bit more interceptions as well, and stand tackling, so that's pretty good. Physically, still very good on both of them. But yeah, that's the comparison. And one thing I want to point out quickly before I show you some of the sort of chemistry styles and stuff, he's got high and average body type. High and average body type, a lot of sort of centre backs that are good at this game will have that. Players like Van Dijk, Boateng, etc. I believe have high and average or high and average plus, or even some of them have stocky. Just means they're a bit more clunky, a bit more heavy and stiff, but they have more of a presence and they sort of take up more of the pitch, if you like. And yeah, if you've got a lean sort of body type player, they might be barged off the ball a bit easier and yeah, susceptible to losing the ball. So yeah, he might be a bit stiff still because he's got the same body type as he's had all year, but yeah, he'll take up more of the pitch. 6'3", that's unbelievable. I mean, he'll feel like Vieira essentially from a defensive aspect. 5-star, 4-star, so they didn't actually buff the weak foot, even though it's a summer heat card as well. And the FUT birthday's obviously got a better weak foot than this one, so that's a bit of a shame. Work rate still medium high, so you can run him on stay back or balance, use him as a box-to-box either way. If you have him on stay back, he still might push up a little bit, but that's still pretty good work rates. So that's all of that. The traits, I don't think he actually has anything, just flair trait really. The rest is CPU traits. And yeah, so there's 2 chemistry styles in my eyes that you're going to want on him. The first one is going to be either an engine. It gives him a bit more pace. 84 acceleration, not that great at this stage though, but pretty much getting max sprint speed, so that's very good. Gives him the 10 balance, which is very helpful. Still 83 balance with the +10 not great. Bit more mobility with the agility though. 88 is pretty good, and obviously max dribbling, max passing stats. You're not even going to notice that. But yeah, what I've actually put on my one though is the shadow. Reason I've done this is I feel like he still needs a defensive buff. I feel like 87 is more than good enough for sort of end game, and especially with the interceptions and his height. And it gives him 94 and 99 pace. So I was hoping that he'd still feel mobile enough because he's got insane dribbling. And I also felt like, I don't know if with an engine he'd feel that much more mobile. So yeah, I've just gone for a shadow at the moment, but obviously it costs you a bit more. Maybe if you ain't got much coins, go for the engine first. If you're not happy with maybe his pace or defending, then go for a shadow. But yeah, he's got such a big presence that even with an engine, I still feel like he'll be able to defend good. So yeah, this is how obviously he's in my team. He is in a CDM role or centre mid role. I start with the 4-2-3-1, so in game I go to the 4-2-3-1. This is how we have him next to Wijnaldum. Currently got him on stay back while attacking, but I may switch it to balance. That's how we do it. So that's all his stats and everything really. We'll just see how he is in game. Alright, let's go ahead and test Pogba. I'm in Division 1, so it's going to be quite competitive. It'll be similar to FUT Champs. Okay, so we're playing an absolutely cracked team, so it should be an interesting game. 99 De Bruyne versus Pogba. First thing he does is intercept. Let's see how mobile he is. Obviously, you can use him on an engine. I've got him on a shadow, which is going to be a bit less mobile, but he still feels good. He's got 97 dribbling, so that's really good. He don't feel like clunky. Could be a little bit more mobile. Maybe the engine will fix that, but I'd rather have that pace and defensive buff. Yeah, seemed pretty good so far. Start off with a mad interception. Look at that interception again. So I mean, he takes up the whole pitch. Right, let's see what his strength like. Speed glitch, barge off the defender, lovely. Ball roll. Can he find the pass? He did. Pretty good. Here he goes again, intercepting. Just everywhere already. He's just everywhere. Obviously, you can do some skills as well. Let's go. Let's start off an attack. He's got crazy strength, man. He's just holding off 99 De Bruyne. Not many people can do that. Elastico. Right, here he is. Come on, Pogba. See what he's got. Step overs. Ball roll away from the defender. Strength to get the ball back. A bit glitchy, which is good. Right, what a ball by Pogba. What a ball. Right, I think we'll probably run him on balance second half. So that he can get a bit more chance to see what his shooting's like. We're playing Pogba on a basic now. What a tackle. On balance, so he should be a bit more advanced in attacking. Great play. Cancel the fake shot. Drag back. Near post. Rebound. Oh my god. I should have probably scored that. 1-2 with Pogba. Drag back. Let's see if we can find him. See if he can. Good strength again. Ball roll. Alright, let's come on. Nice. Pogba. Pogba! Pogba! Let's go! Debut goal. That's a great shot. Weak foot as well. He hasn't got 5-star weak foot now. I think he hasn't. 5-star, 4-star this version. Surprised he didn't buff it. Good goal though. There we go. Really good goal. That's his debut goal. So his shooting is pretty good. That's with his weak foot. Pogba again. The strength. What a pass, man. He's the big difference between him and the midfielders I've used is his strength. Like a lot of players have got high strength stat, but they just don't feel it in game. I think it'd be rude and wrong to do a player review of a player like Pogba and not score a penalty with him. So after he runs up after 10 hours, we will try and score. I mean, when I say try and score, we will score. Let's go! 2 goals on his debut. I think that's the player review sort of completed. It feels done now after that. So that's the end of the player review for Paul Pogba. My conclusion is that he still doesn't feel very mobile because obviously the agility and balance, as I showed you before, the sort of highlights, they didn't really buff it much. They gave it a +2 and a +2, which ain't great. But defensively, he has a huge impact. Definitely very good there. But yeah, maybe the engine will work better. At the moment, I'm going to carry on foot champs with him and see how we do. We're currently 9-1. Like I said, if you want to check us out on Twitch, the link is in the description below. But yeah, we'll leave the shadow on him now and see if I get annoyed or not with him. But yeah, I hope this player review does help you. If it does, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's been your boy. That leaves one more thing to say. Safe!